So some of you might be thinking, who's this guy? Well, it is the same guy. I just allowed the wife to cut my hair for me because it was getting a bit too annoying, and she just decided to chisel the whole side of my head off. But it's fine, it'll grow back, so let's not worry too much. Anyway, so what I wanted to tell you guys about was I was bored. I was in my man cave. I thought I need to get some sort of episode out. I'm pretty rubbish at mountain biking. I've got a half decent garden with some walking paths around, as you can see, a little cool bridge over the stream and all of this. I have actually recently just cleared this because up here you couldn't even move before. It was like complete shambles. Never used it. So I started doing it and clearing it all up just to practice some mountain biking. And I thought actually I could create like a couple episodes here, like me just clearing the place and creating some like mini routes, cut through some trees, some jumps, and then an episode of me actually doing it. But also I've got an epic blue route that the Forestry Commission built. It's about 500 meters away and it's about that direction. So if I spin around, so it's up on the hills. If I move here, you might get a better idea how my house is situated. So there's nobody up there, and the blue sort of ends where that tree is right at the top. The blue sort of turns there, so I could like create my own thing that comes down to the house, get over this fence somehow, maybe with a piece of wood. I won't be jumping from up here down there, that's for sure. And then go around the house doing the trails. I think that could be like pretty cool. Well, cool for me. You guys might think it's absolute boring episode, but it'd be good because I can get to practice. And because we don't know how long this lockdown is going to go on for, so it'd be perfect practice for me just to do it. It's also practice for me just getting the editing side, getting the video footage for you guys as good as possible. So I think it could work well for everybody here. And if you haven't met, this is Oz. Say hi, Oz. Right, Alfie, say hi. That's my two labs. They sort of follow me wherever I go. But yeah, so that's the plan. I'll keep you updated what's going on. I'll get footage of me doing bits and bobs. It was a shame I didn't get the footage earlier on because this was carnage along here. You could barely just walk. As you can see, that's why there's all moss and everything that's growing on the floor. The dogs love it up here. But yeah, it would have been quite cool because I was hacking my way through here. Anyway, we'll chat later. So now finished with most of the clear up, at least on 90% of the paths. So once I got the clear up done, I then had to take like a nice long little walk around. As you can see, the paths are here, path down there, paths this way. So I sort of just had to take a nice long walk around all the T-junctions and sort of decide what the route's going to be, because I want to make it interesting also for you guys to see, but also then want to, once I've got the route firmed up, I then want to like maybe put some just mini jumps or some big rocks around, some boulders, just to make it all a bit more interesting. Maybe move the bridges, because I've got two little bridges, maybe move them different sections of the stream. So I'm just playing around with the ideas. But anyway, I had a good stroll around with the dogs and I've more or less got the route. I'm probably say I'm 90% there with the route. And now I'm just going to go and see some of the T sections, and I'll show you now some clips just of the T sections so you get a sort of idea of what I mean. Because the problem is if I take one of the routes, then I sort of double up on the routes, which I don't really want to do. But anyway, I'll show you guys what I mean. So this is what I'm meaning with the T-junctions, because my plan is to come from this direction. So from over this side of the house or the garden, I'm going to come up the back side, and then I've got to make a choice here. I can either go down this road that goes to Hobbiton, or I'm taking this one to Rivendell. I've sort of just got to come up which way I go, because I can't really do both of them, but they're both super epic. This one's a bit more rusticy, and this one's got all the flowers leading me to the elves. So I've sort of now got to decide which is best. Then again, I've got more decisions to make on this section here. As you can see, all this junction coming from the top part, coming from down, but then this takes me to a real cool little bridge I've got down at the bottom of the stream, or I've got this section here where I'm crossing the bridge, and this is to carry on and take me to Rivendell with all the elves. So things to think about. So I thought this would be an absolute perfect location to actually get a good jump in, because I've got a nice open space here. I can get a good landing, and there's enough room for me to actually build like a half decent jump. So as we'll come out of these forests, I've got to check a route, and probably got to clear a route to where we're going to be able to come out from and come straight out. And then as I hit in, I've got plenty of grass, everything to play with to get a nice jump. I was actually even thinking of just coming out, maybe even leaving, not building a jump, and getting a ramp on top of the fence, because there's a big drop down into the farming fields. So I could then just put some planks and jump off. But I think that jump's going to be pushing my luck, because as I say, I'm not that good. So this is my good old trusty bike, an On1 bike. I think they're made down in Yorkshire, sold by Planet X. I bought it second hand because I needed a decent front suspension, because I was just getting into some gnarly trails up in the Inverness area. And since having it, I have snapped 2 chains. I have completely ripped the derailleur off the hanger. I've snapped a hanger, and I've also ripped this completely off the bike. I've had a puncture. So yeah, I've had probably well over 10 crashes in it, and that's just in about 6 weeks that I've actually owned the bike. I have ordered a new derailleur, but I have decided to order a new bike because this is a large. I'm definitely a medium, so that's going to help me much better with the downhaul. It's got rear suspension as well, the new bike, so that's going to make things just much more easier from what I've been watching on YouTube videos. But yeah, I just thought I'd show you the bike that I used. So I started digging, but so many roots here. So I had these sleepers just down by the side, so we thought we'd just use them instead. So I'm going to give it a try with that and see how we go. I know it's a bit small on the end there, but at least we've got something up, and I can make this higher. I can play. I'll get some more things to go underneath to give this some height. But I'll wait for the bike now to arrive, hopefully tomorrow or the day after. They did say 48 hours from yesterday. And yeah, I'll give it a try with this, and yeah, I'll try and record it and show some of my falls, because I'm pretty sure I'll still fall off on the end here, and we'll take it from there. So yeah, thanks for watching this episode. I know it's not the most exciting of episodes, it's basically just me and the dogs walking around the garden, us having fun. So yeah, apologies for that. Hopefully episode 2 for this little mountain biking thing will be a bit better. And yeah, if you do like what you're seeing so far, please do subscribe. Bottom left or bottom right hand corner of the screen, I think that's where the button is. But yeah, otherwise take it easy, and we will see you all in a few days time.